Huh. Should probably fix that.
Uh-oh. Better get Mako. For a limited time, Mako's lowest priced paint surface is on sale for only $2.99. Mako, America's Body Shop.
This is Ashley, and she's from Oklahoma. It's time to play Who Dat? All right, we're going to show you a picture, Ash, and then you have to unscramble the face and figure out who it is. If you do it, you get a nice prize, all right? Okay. Let's see the photo. Who's that? If you need a hint, you can ask for one.
Who is that?
She stars in a sitcom, and she says, Manny, Manny. She's engaged to Joe Manganiello.
Hey! I know, it's Sophia Vergara.
Congratulations, Ashley. We are giving you $150 gift card to Home Goods. Yeah, right back. Big mouth.
It's Macy's one-day sale Saturday. With amazing deals of the day store-wide. Save 30 to 50% plus an extra 25% on select fine jewelry. Take an extra 25 or 40% off clearance designer handbags. Get Kenneth Cole Reaction men's suits, now $99. Take 50% plus an extra 15% off all quilts and bedspreads from Martha Stewart and more. And get an extra 50% off clearance for her, him, juniors, and kids. Macy's one-day sale Saturday. Don't miss it.
When it's 5 o'clock, you need to know what's happening right now. The only local chopper getting you breaking news first. Steve Legal, tracking and alerting you before the storm moves in. Local news everywhere. WPTV News Channel 5 at 5.
When we say come join the family at Schumacher, we mean a family-founded company serving the Palm Beaches for over 45 years. For an extensive inventory of new and used cars and trucks and the best customer experience, come join the family at Schumacher.
Happy anniversary!
Darling, you are the best.
Oh, of course, I know.
And I've got a special surprise for you. Yeah.
Jimmy John's.
What? I am the luckiest man in the world!
I'm just gonna set these right here.
Okay.
Jimmy John's. Order online at jimmyjohns.com.
It's time for Capital Carpet and Tile to celebrate Mohawk's Love Your Floor Sale.
With interest-free financing until 2018. All flooring and window treatments are on sale, plus get instant manufacturer rebates with no interest until 2018.
Celebrate the Love Your Floor Sale with Capital Carpet and Tile, where I make sure you have a great experience.
And I make sure you get great prices, great selection, and no interest until 2018.
So why would you buy from anyone else?
Hi, I'm Dan Lund, owner of Freedom Boat Club. Boating should be a passion, not a hassle. It's about sunsets, fish stories, and memories. You can have all those at Freedom Boat Club. Come see our new Stewart location.
Just meet us on the dock at Freedom Boat Club.
When we say come join the family at Schumacher, we mean a family-founded company serving the Palm Beaches for over 45 years. For an extensive inventory of new and used cars and trucks and the best customer experience, come join the family at Schumacher.
I want to thank our Hot Talk panel, also wildlife expert Dave Mizejewski, and my co-host, my fabulous studio audience. I love you for watching today. Houston, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
The Now South Florida, stories everyone's talking about right now.
Making sure you're in the know.
With new information before everyone else.
It's a bold new way to get your news. The Now South Florida, weekdays at 4 on WPTV News Channel 5.
So, what do you think?
It's beautiful. But how much?
Guess. Come on, Cindy, guess. $5.99. Can you believe it?
It's amazing.
Now we have 2 great collections.
At one great store. Rooms to go.
At Longhorn, if you want steak tonight, lucky you. If you don't want steak tonight, lucky you. It's Longhorn favorites. Fire-grilled outlaw ribeye, the Longhorn salmon, and the Parmesan-crusted chicken. All with hand-chopped salad and honey wheat bread. Have your favorite tonight. Only at Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak. And for lunch, try our new Tavern Steak Sandwich or get any of our Steakhouse lunch combos starting at $7.
Watch the Honda Sports Desk for the latest local and national sports. Powered by ESPN 106.3. Every night at 11, only on News Channel 5. Sponsored by the South Florida Honda Dealers. Visit sfhondadealers.com to find the dealer nearest you.
Doesn't this look great?
So great.
It's beautiful.
So beautiful, Cindy.
And the attention to detail?
The attention to detail. So solid.
Now, 2 great collections at 1 great store.
Rooms to go.
Get your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
I'm Christina Noche in for Shannon Cake. Welcome to the Now South Florida, a show that keeps you in the know. We're going to begin right now with breaking news. 4 people, including 3 firefighters, had to be taken to the hospital after a chemical spill. I'll take a look here. This is where it's all happening at the Palm Club Apartments at Green Pine Boulevard near Military Trail in West Palm Beach. Now, the Now's Gabrielle Saran is live with those details, and we have a crew at the scene right now. We're going to have a report on the very latest coming to you in just a few minutes. But right now, Storm Team 5 meteorologist James Wieland. I was out there early this morning, a few passing showers. I know a lot of people are wondering if their Friday plans are going to be ruined, but...
Yeah, finally Friday, and we've had this pattern where we get these afternoon, evening showers and thunderstorms, and today's no exception. We just have a couple of them out there right now. Look outside, and we'll show you the camera, and mainly seeing some dark skies to the north, and that's exactly where these storms are. We got all the live sweeps on right now. We are picking up a couple of showers and storms. We'll go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look. Here they are in North County, zooming in and seeing that some lightning strikes with that too, as it's generally moving from the west back to the east. These are starting to flare up now a little bit and then die on down, and then they'll flare up again. Here's live Viper 5 Max at the moment, and mainly, again, the Treasure Coast dry. Most of Palm Beach County dry, except for right here, Jupiter to Cuesta, seeing some heavy rain starting to move your way, especially right on I-95 and Indian Town Road down to Donald Ross Road. That's where torrential rain is coming down, so expect some delays there. And then also into the Gardens, Riviera Beach, and over towards Singer Island, looking at some heavy rain moving in there. Here's the forecast hour by hour through the evening. Yeah, you have to hang on to the umbrella. We're going to have the chance of rain continue all the way into the evening hours up until about midnight or so. We could see showers still flare up as the west coast sea breeze makes it all the way over to the east. Those will fire up showers and storms once again even after the sun sets. I'll have more on that in the weekend coming up in a bit.
All right, James, thank you. Happening right now, the viewing for 8 church members killed in a van crash last month is underway right now in Fort Pierce. The Now's Jamel Lene is live for us right now with a really emotional turnout, Jamel.
Well, people have been coming and going all day here at the center, many to pay their respects to those people who died in that crash more than 2 weeks ago. Many of the people showing up here today in tears, seeing their loved ones and church members weeks after their deaths is too much to bear. And we're told that all 8 caskets, they're lined up inside. The Havert El Fin is one of the only facilities large enough to hold services this huge. Church members wanted to hold services together instead of separate. 8 people died and 10 were injured as church members with Independent Haitian Assembly of God were returning from a retreat in Fort Myers on March 30th. We spoke to one of those family members of the deceased, Mr. Lockhart, and here's what he had to say.
Since we know we're born and we have to go on, and when God do his work, there's nothing we can do, you know. So we try our best to stay stable.
Help everyone here at the church with whatever they need. Again, the viewing is here tonight till 6 o'clock. The wake will follow over at the church. Donations continue to pour in here coming up at 5 o'clock. What all has been donated so far and what else this community needs here. That's the latest here in Fort Pierce. I'm Jamel Lene for the Now South Florida.
All right, Jamel, thanks. We just heard from James. He's keeping an eye on the rain. As of right now, there will be no discharges from Lake Okeechobee this week into the St. Lucie estuary. The Army Corps of Engineers say they might start discharges again if something changes, like the intense amount of rain. The Army Corps told us today the lake rose slightly yesterday, and its current level is at 13 feet 6 inches. That is down nearly a foot since last month. And right now, 2 men are facing charges accused in a string of car burglaries on Singer Island this month. Police say Freddie Sweeting and Nicobra Stringer broke into at least 24 cars within a 2-mile radius. Investigators believe this is part of an organized county-wide crime spree. They say the investigation into the burglaries is ongoing and more arrests are expected. And right now, Lindsay Lohan's stepmother out of the Palm Beach County Jail after being arrested for allegedly attacking her husband. Kate Lohan appeared before a judge this morning who released Lohan on her own recognizance. Now, according to the arrest report, her husband, Michael, had scratches on his back and arm. Now, this is not the first time Lohan has been arrested. It was just last year when we told you she was arrested again for violating her probation. An Ohio man that had federal authorities say was trained by ISIS to attack on U.S. soil, well, he is now behind bars. Here's Ann McNamara now at the Now National Desk with what happened in court today.
The Ohio man accused of plotting a terror attack on a Texas military base pleaded not guilty today in court. This is the courtroom sketch of Abdurrahman Shiak Mohammed. The feds say he left the country a year ago to train and fight with ISIS in Syria. He's charged with supporting terrorism, supporting a terrorist group, and making a false statement involving international terrorism. The indictment says Mohammed talked about going to Texas to kill soldiers, but authorities say he even made a backup plan, and that was to attack a prison. Back to you.
All right, if you are a Florida Power and Light customer, most of us are, you can start budgeting for a less expensive monthly bill. The company says starting next month, the average bill will go down by $3. The utility company says natural gas costs were lower than expected. The Florida Public Service Commission just approved this change. And a campaign to put a female face on the $20 bill, well, it's getting a boost from the first woman to serve as both governor and U.S. Senator. New Hampshire Senator Jeanne Shaheen has filed legislation to create a citizens panel to recommend an appropriate candidate. So she hopes to build on this, and she wants to put a woman on the $20 bill. This is a national campaign pushing for new bills altogether by 2020. Possible new faces include leading abolitionist Harriet Tubman and former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. And the Barrett-Jackson car auction kicked off today, and among all of the collectibles, the event made room for one special locally rebuilt car. Jacqueline Powell shows us the electric kit car built by high schoolers that's drawing a lot of attention.
Just by looking at it over here, you can see that this car definitely stands out, but if you look past the shiny paint, you'll see FAU logos. It's been converted into an electric car by students at the high school on FAU's campus. They've been working on that engine and the rest of the machine for more than a year. They're building it to be the first ever electric kit car to race in the EV Challenge, which is a nationwide high school race. The team's captain says building the car is giving dozens of high school students the chance to work hands-on in the developing industry of electric vehicles.
There's a lot of wiggle room in the field, and we think that if we get kids interested at this age, they'll go on to pursue careers in STEM and alternative fuel.
This car started out as a Toyota MR2. The students first modified it to accept an electric motor, then completely rebuilt the electric car around the kit. Now, there is still some work to be done. Although the outside is shiny and nice, the inside still needs a lot of work in order to get it up to the safety standards that are needed to compete in the race. Students are needing thousands of more dollars. We have a link up on our website, as seen on 5. Just go to WPTV.com and click there. Live at the South Florida Fairgrounds, Jacqueline Powell, The Now, South Florida.
All right, thank you. We want to take you back now to that breaking news we told you about at the top of the show. 3 firefighters hospitalized after responding to a chemical leak. The Now's Gabrielle Saran is at the Palm Club Apartments in the Villages area of West Palm Beach. She has the latest.
We're learning a man who lives at the Palm Club here and 3 responding firefighters were rushed to the hospital. They were overcome by a chemical, but no word on exactly what that chemical was. You can see here firefighters entering the place wearing hazmat suits. The call came in as a chemical spill. The location is on Green Pine Terrace, building 1102. You can see them going into the apartment to investigate what exactly caused the spill. We're learning the 911 call came in at 12:30 this afternoon. Officials say a man was cleaning rocks with some type of chemical when he suddenly became ill. Firefighters quickly responded but began coughing, sneezing, and experiencing itchy eyes when they tried making their way inside.
They were overcome when they opened the front door to get the gentleman out of the house. With whatever chemical was released in there, overcame the first 3 responders.
And the victim, whose name has not been released, was taken to West Palm Hospital. He is listed in critical condition, and those firefighters were taken to Good Samaritan and are in stable condition. We'll bring you the very latest as it unfolds. Live in West Palm Beach, Gabrielle Saran for The Now, South Florida.
All right, thank you. Coming up on The Now South Florida, Pope Francis considering adding a stop to his North American trip this fall. Why his choice could be met with some resistance. Then, changing the way we watch TV, Verizon announces a new plan that they say will give you more control over what you pay for.
I left before they could figure out who I was.
And coming up, the rescue. A Good Samaritan says he just did what he had to do when saving a man's life. And right now, let's take a live look outside through our Live 5 camera. Peanut Island, Singer Island, well, not looking too bad right now. I don't see any showers so far. We'll give you an update on that coming back. For now, The Now, we'll be right back.
Someone's got sweet tea. Every day is Sunday in my bag. Even if it's a Tuesday, it's still Sweet Sunday.
Get Rallies and Checkers' new Sunday Stackers. Strawberry cheesecake or Oreo raspberry, just $1.99 each. Rallies and Checkers.
In the bag.
My last sofa just fell apart. This time I wanted real furniture, built to last. So I went to Bassett.
Save 25 to 35% store-wide during Bassett Spring Home Sale.
I'm going to enjoy this room for a long time.
Good call on these chicken cordon bleu subs. I know, right? Mixing it up. We should totally do this for the rest of the things in our lives. Live spontaneously. Wear cowboy hats. I'm gonna let my hair grow. Become meteorologists. I mean, let's do this. Yes! Hang on, I got a 1:30. So after that? Yeah. Oh, I gotta pick up the kids. Maybe we just get these subs again tomorrow. Oh, now you're talking. Take cover, America.
Our Publix Deli Chicken Cordon Bleu Sub is served hot and bursting with unique flavors. And with online easy ordering, you can try something totally different and totally delicious. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
You make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night.
Cold Stone has your spring fling flavors. You'll be tickled pink with our pink champagne sorbet creation. Or try our refreshing tart cherry frozen yogurt. Or our red velvet cheesecake ice cream. Only at Cold Stone Creamery, the ultimate ice cream experience.
Ah, fresh Florida sweet corn with grilled chicken and watermelon. On the grill today, we find sweet corn on the cob, gently brush with buttery barbecue sauce and top with chives. A true Florida classic. Serve alongside juicy grilled chicken and chilled, freshly sliced Florida watermelon. From dinner to dessert, it's just that easy to serve delicious fresh Florida dishes anytime. Look for the Fresh from Florida label when you shop. And remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
I grew up in South Florida. It's my home. There are many good, hardworking people here trying to make ends meet. When the unexpected hits, an accident, an injury, that's when they really need someone fighting for their rights. Being there for our clients is a huge priority. We return every call, and we're reachable 24/7. When we put the pieces back together for a family, that's an indescribable feeling. It never gets old. I'm Mark Anajar. If you need responsive legal help, call us for a free consultation.
Nissan Sentra with Nissan Connect.
Man, this doesn't look like Vegas.
It's easy to lose yourself, but nearly impossible to get lost. Choose Sentra just $159 per month or get 0% APR. Sentra, from the most fuel-efficient lineup in America. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Trending right now, ESPN reporter berates parking lot attendant after her car was towed. The story is everywhere today. Brick McKerney has been suspended for 7 days after a video of her surfaced insulting a towing company clerk's intelligence, job, and appearance. Now, McHenry tells the woman that she is in the news and will sue the company. Now, McHenry tweeted an apology saying she let her emotions get the best of her and intense and stressful moment. Christina?
All right, Rachel, thank you. Pope Francis could be adding an extra leg to his trip to the United States this fall. Today, the Vatican announced the pontiff is considering making a stop in Cuba. The Vatican has been credited with playing a role in helping restore relations between Cuba and the United States. Pope Francis is scheduled to visit New York, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia during his trip in September. And Nissan is adding 45,000 small cars to a previous recall of 52,000 vehicles to fix potentially faulty passenger airbag inflator mechanisms made by Takata. Now this after a Louisiana woman was injured by flying shrapnel from an exploding airbag in a vehicle that was not part of any recall. Now the recall expansion covers Nissan Sentra compact cars from the 2004 through 2006 model years in high humidity states. Well, the reason? Humidity can cause the airbag propellant to burn too fast and potentially blow apart metal canisters designed to hold them. And a murder-suicide inside a Phoenix home leaves 5 people dead. Police just releasing more information about the shooter who turned the gun on himself. Katie Connor from the Now, Arizona, has the very latest.
Phoenix police says it appears that the shooter just snapped when he was arguing with his 2 brothers inside the home yesterday. I'm told they own a transportation company and several restaurants here in Phoenix. This was the scene yesterday afternoon, though. SWAT teams swarmed the house and police used a megaphone to try to communicate with the shooter. Officers spoke in Arabic because the family is from Morocco. But by the time officers could get inside, 5 people were dead, including the gunman.
It's very obvious that whether it was the heat of passion or the moment or the anger of what happened, he certainly went to great lengths to make sure that each of them were dead.
Phoenix police not releasing the name of the shooter at this time. Right now they're trying to make contact with distant family in Morocco.
All right, we're going to move now to Colorado. A tour bus crash there has left a dozen people injured. Our Ann McNamara, she's live now at the Now National Desk with that story. Ann.
Hey, Christina, 2 music tour buses mangled in this huge crash on a Colorado interstate. The buses belong to country band Thompson Square and indie band Twin Shadow. Both groups were getting ready to play shows in the Denver area this weekend. Police say fog and low visibility likely to blame for this crash involving the 2 buses and 2 semis. Here are some pictures from the scene. Look at this one. This bus obviously has some serious damage. At least a dozen people hurt, including Twin Shadow's bus driver. Interstate 70 still closed while police investigate this one. Tonight's Twin Shadow concert in Denver has been canceled. Back to you.
All right, Verizon is offering cable customers more control over the channels that they pay for. This weekend, Verizon plans to launch Fios Custom TV. Now, the service gives customers the option to buy a base package of channels along with 2 additional themed packages for about $55 a month. Now, additional themed packages like sports, lifestyle, or those children's channels, those are available for $10 each. No contract is required, and customers are allowed to change channel packages one time each month.
We spend a lot of time with our content partners representing what we believe customers' views are, which is increasingly customers want to pay for what they use. And we're not all the way there today in terms of a la carte, but we believe it's our opportunity when we sit with the content partners to represent what we hear from customers.
Now, the move will make the 8th largest video subscription service more competitive with cheaper streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu. Well, some bad news for those tech-savvy customers. Don't expect to pick up an Apple Watch at an Apple store next Friday. Not going to happen. The company says while online orders will begin arriving at homes on April 24th as scheduled, the watch will not be available in stores for purchase at that time. The company hasn't said when they'll be available in stores to buy, but the head of Apple's retail division has reportedly sent a memo to Apple stores saying that watch probably won't be available anytime before June. And a picture of a man making a dramatic move went viral this week. A Good Samaritan was captured pulling a stranger from an SUV that was dangling on the edge of a cliff in Idaho. Jason Warnock was driving by when he saw this other man trapped in his car. He ran up the hill, tried to break open the window. Once he did, he grabbed the man and brought him to safety.
I got up there and I was like, "Are you all right, man?" And he just shook his head, yeah, and I grabbed my Snap-on multi-tool out, and it had some jagged edges, on each end of it, and I hit the window 3 times, but it didn't break. And every time I hit it, the the thing rocked, you know, like it was going to fall off.
Well, Warnock left after the rescue. Hey, he didn't even stick around to soak up the glory after just saving this man's life. He just walked away. The dramatic picture was taken by a photographer at a newspaper there. That other driver, luckily, was not hurt. Well, how would you like shorter wait times trying to cross the street while riding your bike? A lot of us are bike riders around here. A Danish city has been chosen to test a new traffic and bicycle chip that will favor the cyclist to promote environmentally friendly lifestyles. Now, this chip can register a bike approaching 300 feet away as cyclists approach the traffic light. So if cars are crossing the road that a chipped bike approaches, well, the chip might actually shorten the time until it turns green. And may the force be with you as you fly. Literally, a Japanese airline has launched a 5-year Star Wars project that includes a passenger jet painted to resemble Star Wars droid R2-D2. We know who that is. The airline says the Star Wars planes will begin flying international routes this fall. The new plane comes ahead of the December 18th release of the new film, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. All right. I like that. That's better than your average plane. I'll take that anytime. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Good photo op online. Hey.
Yeah, for sure.
James here, how is it looking this weekend and tonight, rain-wise?
Well, it looks like more of the same. This is kind of pseudo rainy season-like because we're not quite there, but it sure is acting like it. And we see outside right now, looking off to the north, some dark clouds. Current temperature, 87 degrees. We made it into the upper 80s today. And yes, we're dealing with some showers and storms. Just not a lot of them. Notice the Treasure Coast dry at the moment. Well, one little shower there in western Indian River County. We're going to see that increase a little bit going into the evening hours and also into Palm Beach County. We see just North County right now, but we could see more on the way going into the evening before things start to finally settle down overnight. And here's a close-up here. Big thunderstorm here. Nothing severe, but torrential rains over I-95 right when you cross over the border into Palm Beach County, Indiantown Road, and now that's spreading over into Jupiter and Tequesta area. This has been sitting here a little while, so if it sits here a little while longer, look for some ponding on the roadways. This one down here is starting to taper off a little bit too. So here's the forecast going into the evening and overnight. Chance of rain will be early, then partly cloudy tonight with lows in the low 70s. Christina?
All right, thanks, James. Well, you probably don't have moves like this, I can promise you. Tearing it up at the skate park. Coming up next, a 2-year-old shows off his moves that you just have to see it to believe. And paying off your traffic tickets, where you can go this weekend, tomorrow actually, to get them off your record and save some money on those fees.
One place in America is adding jobs faster than ever. Florida, where dreams come true. We are expanding industries, investing in our ports, making a record commitment to preserving our environment, devoting more resources to education. Now, working with your legislators, we plan to cut taxes by $500 million. We believe you can spend your money better than government can. That's a dream come true, and that's your Florida.
Sponsored by Let's Get to Work.
At 328 horsepower, no one packs more power into 30 mpg than Infiniti Q50. Get behind the wheel of your Q50 for just $299 a month, 0 down. Power, fun, style, 0 to 60 in 5.3. 30 miles per gallon, $299 a month, 0 down. At Infiniti of the Palm Beaches now.
For a best-in-class experience, Infiniti of the Palm Beaches. Come join the family.
Right now at Rooms to Go, shop the ultimate store-wide mattress sale featuring amazing buys on great brands like Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and more, including special closeouts on 2014 Sealy mattress sets. Everyone priced to clear fast to make room for new models. Save up to 40% while supplies last. Plus, save over $1,000 on this incredible Kingsdown mattress set in plush or firm. Only $899. Get great mattresses at great prices right now during the Rooms to Go Ultimate Store-wide Mattress Sale.
Which car company is the first and only to offer built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi in cars, trucks, and crossovers? Ranking from top to bottom.
I'm going to say Mercedes is the innovator.
BMW just because they're pricey.
The final answer?
Chevy.
This model has the Wi-Fi in it?
Yep.
That's the dream, to have Wi-Fi in the car.
Get cash back for 15% of the MSRP on select 2015 models. That's over $3,100 on the Chevy Cruze. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Eyeglass World asks, what do you look for when you buy glasses?
I like to mix it up, so I need bold styles, classic styles, and affordable prices. At
Having lots of choices and saving money is important. That's why I come to Eyeglass World.
Only Eyeglass World gives you 2 pairs for $78, so you can always afford more than 1 pair.
My glasses are part of my personal style. They're me.
Eyeglass World. Glasses that make the difference. Prices that make it possible.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you?
How about something from our new Greek-inspired Mediterranean collection? Juicy chicken or tender steak, topped with crumbled feta cheese, crunchy cucumbers, black olives, or any of your favorite veggies. The finishing touch is a creamy tzatziki sauce. Try yours on fresh toasted flatbread, as a fresh chopped salad, or in a soft flour wrap. The new Subway Mediterranean collection won't be here long, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Subway. Eat fresh.
What's up, The Now? I'm Nick Calderon from Right This Minute, and I'm right here in the Now studios. Lots of awesome information and great videos coming in. I've got even more awesome videos tonight at 7:30 on WPTV News Channel 5.
All right, thanks, Nick. I want to get right now to this video because you just got to see this. Some of Nick's co-hosts took a look at a 2-year-old on a skate park in Arizona who has some pretty sweet moves.
What's up, The Now? I'm Beth Troutman.
And I'm Ollie Pettigrew with a video that proves you're never too young to be extreme. This video was posted to our Facebook page by Sonny Waddle, and that's young Dennis Craig Waddle III, or Junior. He's 2 years old and he's down the skate park shredding it.
He looks like a pro, and the appropriate outfit and protective gear.
Yeah, he totally loves it. The thing is, he's actually been on a bike since he was 1, but in these other videos you can also see he also rides a motocross bike. Incredible.
I think we're going to see him in the X Games one day.
He's going to be extreme.
For all the latest videos, you can catch us on Right This Minute.
All right, see, we didn't disappoint. 2 years old, amazing. Well, you can catch the full episode of Right This Minute, 7:30 tonight, right after The List. Well, still ahead on The Now, is there a pilot shortage? Find out what's attracting students to a South Florida university to get their pilot's license. Plus, concerned Florida residents after a shark was spotted close to where people live. The reason many think those sharks are hanging out.
It's 5 o'clock. You need to know what's happening right now. The only local chopper getting you breaking news first. Steve Weagle, tracking and alerting you before the storm moves in. Local news everywhere. WPTV News Channel 5 at 5.
Nissan Altima. With up to 270 horsepower, blind spot warning, and premium interior. For a limited time, lease Altima just $189 per month, or choose 0% financing for up to 72 months. Altima, the ride you can always rely on. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
At Troy-Bilt, the dirt on your hands is the reason for the grease on ours. Your attention to detail sharpens our focus. And your need to finish what you start pushes us to do the same. You inspire us to design, test, and build the most rugged and reliable equipment we possibly can. That's why Troy-Bilt is built for life. Introducing the Mustang Pivot Zero Turn, our fastest, most efficient riding mower yet.
Of all the things that keep you busy, maintaining your car shouldn't be one of them. The experts at Mopar are busy making sure of that. We get the job done right the first time, help you save every time, and get you back on the road in no time. So this spring, let us help refresh your ride. Right now, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for $1 at your neighborhood Mopar Service Center.
At Longhorn, if you want steak tonight, lucky you. If you don't want steak tonight, lucky you. It's Longhorn Favorites, fire-grilled outlaw ribeye, Longhorn salmon, and the Parmesan-crusted chicken, all with hand-chopped salad and honey wheat bread. Have your favorite tonight. Only at Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak. And for lunch, try our new Tavern Steak Sandwich or get any of our Steakhouse lunch combos starting at $7.
The Mitchells want to transform this barely used bonus room into an entertainment room.
Great room. How do you guys want to use it? We'd like a place we could all hang out.
Definitely.
For this makeover, I'll mix casual colors and fabrics. It's easy to create a functional and fun space with the HGTV Home Design Studio at Bassett.
So we've got this U-shaped sectional. These fabrics are great.
I love the pops of color.
It used to be a storage room.
Now it's a family room. We love it. Are you ready for your big reveal?
Save 25 to 35% store-wide during Bassett Spring Home Sale.
Today's a big day.
Today, you look to the best.
To start feeling better. With 4 locations in South Florida.
World-class care.
World-class care is always near you. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Call today. We're here for you.
Well, right now, ISIS says it planned today's bombing near a U.S. consulate. The Now's Ann McNamara is at the Now National Desk, and she has the very latest on that story. Ann.
ISIS taking responsibility for today's bombing near the U.S. consulate in Iraq. The terror group tweeting about that terror attack, which killed at least 2 people and hurt 5 others. ISIS says the U.S. consulate in the Kurdish city of Erbil was the intended target. Erbil, located in northern Iraq, where the Kurds have been fighting off ISIS with the help of American airstrikes. Today's attack started with a small explosion near the consulate, followed by a car full of people and explosives driving right toward it. Guards fired at the car, which exploded before making it to the consulate grounds. Back to you.
All right, here's the news you need to know in 90 seconds. 3 firefighters were taken to the hospital after responding to a chemical leak this afternoon in West Palm Beach. The person inside the apartment was overcome with fumes and also taken to the hospital in critical condition. The apartments are located on Green Pine Terrace in the Villages area. Right now, it is not known what chemical the victim was using. The firefighters, though, are in stable condition. And there will be no discharges from Lake Okeechobee this week into the St. Lucie estuary. The Army Corps of Engineers say they might start discharges again if something changes, like an intense amount of rain. The Army Corps told us today the lake rose slightly yesterday, and its current level is just over 13 feet. And Kate Lohan, the stepmom to actress Lindsay Lohan, in trouble with the law yet again. Lohan was arrested overnight for allegedly attacking her husband while drinking. A Palm Beach County judge this morning released Lohan on her own recognizance. According to the arrest report, her husband, Michael, had scratches on his back and arm. And the Barrett-Jackson car auction kicked off today in suburban West Palm Beach. An electric kit car built by students at FAU is drawing a lot of attention. The students have been working on the car for more than a year and will run it in a nationwide race. That is your news in 90. All right, commercial airlines need pilots, and they need them fast. There may even be a shortage. Well, they're reaching out to schools like Lynn University, which have programs where students earn commercial pilot licenses. Now, starting this year, a regional airline started offering students jobs before they even graduated.
It seems like the job industry for aeronautics is growing, and there's not enough workforce to keep up, so that's what I'm here for.
Now, we got a look at Lynn University's aviation program. Ahead at 5:30, we'll take you in the cockpit of one of those instructional flights. That's going to be very cool. All right, do you have any overdue fines that you owe, such as traffic tickets or court tickets or maybe court fees? Well, tomorrow, several counties on the Treasure Coast are going to participate in what's called Operation Greenlight. You can go to the county clerk. They will waive the collection fees. This is about a 40% savings. And once you pay in full, if your license was maybe revoked, they will reinstate it right there on the spot. Now, late fees and interest, however, you will still have to pay those. Palm Beach County has already participated in something like this recently. They say they had a huge turnout. And it was a scary sight for people living in condos near Bonita Springs. Sharks swimming close to the shore, really close to the shore. Cell phone video you see here captured 8 to 9 foot bull sharks swimming near the shore, and residents say this is not the first time. Now, many residents believe people are chumming. What that means is basically they're throwing bait into the water, which is causing the sharks to return. Now they are asking the city to get involved. They want the city to prohibit fishing and designate that area for swimming only.
It's really dangerous. I'm a parent and a grandparent, and I won't let my grandkids go in the water out here anymore.
Now, under the Florida Constitution, the power to regulate the fishing, that falls under the Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Bonita Springs officials say, hey, residents, you want to change this, you need to contact them personally yourself. All right, a woman in Australia learned a tough lesson about cell phone security. How to put a password on your cell phone, I guess. The Now's Rachel Leto has that for us. She kind of learned a hard lesson, though, in a funny way.
She did. So Bella Crook, she lost her cell phone while she was out having fun a night out with friends.
Sure.
And lucky for her, a security guard found the phone and then handed it in to the police station. Well, it turns out that she didn't have a password on her phone, so police had a little fun. So this officer here, you can see, he posted a selfie to Crooks' Facebook page with the caption, "You should probably put a password on your phone. When you're ready to pick it up, it will be at the Albury police station." Now, comments started pouring in on her Facebook page, and they had a little bit more fun. As you can see here, they posted their own comment. It's a photo of Bella's phone locked up in a jail cell, but the fun didn't stop there. To top off their Sunday morning fun, the officers also sent text messages to Crooks' friends about her missing phone. Now, in this particular exchange, one of Crooks' friends asks her if she's found her phone, and the officer responds with no and a photo of the police crest. Now get this, the confused friend asks Crook if she's hanging out at the cop shop, to which the officer responds, "I get paid to hang here." So an Albury police inspector said phone users should use the locking mechanisms on their phone, so if someone should get a hold of it, they cannot gain access to their private lives like your Facebook page and all of your contacts.
Hey, look, she probably got a lot of shares and likes on that, though. Probably got really popular.
Yeah, it's gone viral. So, Bella, lock your phone.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, still ahead, it could be one of the most demanding invites to a party you've ever seen. Oh, and it was a child's first birthday party. Did this mother go too far? We're going to have you weigh in on that story coming up. But right now, let's take a live look outside. If you're traveling tonight, we're going to see some rain. What is your night going to look like? That's Indiantown Road and the Florida Turnpike. We're going to check in with Storm Team 5 meteorologist James Whelan and see how your Friday night is going to look. We'll be right back.
Here's today's list from the list. People around the world have gone crazy for a cat in Poland who thinks he's a nurse. He comforts recovering animals, even without insurance. Which leads to 3 of the most amazing animals ever. Number 3, Choya, a Mustang Quarter Horse mix, created award-winning watercolor paintings. Number 2, Alex.
Yummy.
This gray parrot learned how to say I love you and meant it. And number 1, Washoe the chimpanzee was the first non-human to learn American Sign Language.
Watch The List tonight at 7 on News Channel 5.
It's always a good morning when fresh Florida blueberry pancakes are on the menu. Make Florida blueberry pancakes your morning tradition. Visit freshfromflorida.com for more mouthwatering recipes. Remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
I may be a pizza maker, but I know a few things about dessert, like chocolate and more chocolate.
Introducing our new Double Chocolate Chip Brownie. It's a rich and decadent brownie, served warm for only $6.
Better ingredients, better pizza. PapaJohns.com.
Pippin. Experience one young man's magical journey to be extraordinary. Winner of the 2013 Tony Award for Best Musical Revival. The New York Times calls it astonishing. A Pippin for the 21st century.
At the Kravis Center, April 28th through May 3rd. For tickets, visit kravis.org or call 561-832-SHOW.
Run away with me. This award season, the red carpet has shades of green. The spotlight shines all day. And the best four-wheeler of the year lets you go where others can't.
Two kids, you and me.
So you end up with the best seats in the house. The 2015 Jeep Award Season event. Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on Cherokee Latitude front-wheel drive for $259 a month.
Hi, I'm Chef Jamie Watson for Springer Mountain Farms Chicken. To make a great dish, you've got to start with the best ingredients. That's why at my restaurant, I choose Springer Mountain Farms. Raised on family farms that are certified by the American Humane Association, you can taste the difference. Some of the best chefs in America are using Springer Mountain Farms chicken, and now you can too. So do what I and chefs everywhere are doing. Look for Springer Mountain Farms chicken at your favorite grocery store.
Now through Tuesday at Rooms To Go, shop the ultimate store-wide mattress sale featuring amazing buys on great brands like Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and more. Plus, now is the perfect time to buy an iComfort mattress set and take advantage of 6 years interest-free financing. That's on all iComfort sets. Or save over $1,000 on this incredible Kingsdown mattress set in plush or firm, only $8.99. Get great mattresses at great prices now through Tuesday only at the Rooms To Go Ultimate Store-Wide Mattress Sale. Watch the Honda Sports Desk for the latest local and national sports, powered by ESPN 106.3. Every night at 11, only on News Channel 5. Sponsored by the South Florida Honda Dealers. Visit sfhondadealers.com to find the dealer nearest you.
Ah, fresh Florida sweet corn with grilled chicken and watermelon. Everyone will smile when you serve these Florida favorites. Visit freshfromflorida.com for more mouth-watering recipes. Remember, delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
Trending right now, shoes that grow. Guy invents sandals that grow 5 sizes in 5 years to help millions of poor children. So these sandals, invented by Kenton Lee, can adjust size, allowing children in impoverished nations to grow up without having to go barefoot. The shoes, which come in catch-all small and large sizes, can grow 5 sizes and last at least 5 years. Now, according to the Shoes That Grow website, children without shoes are susceptible to injuries and parasites that infect humans through our feet. Christina?
All right, Rachel, thank you. Okay, I know that it's Friday, but I'm going to fire you up a little bit here for a second. Take a look at a letter. This is a letter parents sent out ahead of their child's first birthday. It's making the rounds on social media. The Now's Holly Davis, she read through it. Holly, tacky or tasteful?
I have my own opinion, but this is for you at home to decide. Again, this letter sent out ahead of the child's first birthday. It starts off, we thought we'd ask for 4 items that he, the boy is, would really get a lot of use of. It doesn't sound all that bad, right? But then it goes on to list specific toys, a water table, a specific version there, a play tunnel, play tent. The list goes on and on. But here's where your eyebrows start to go up a bit. The parents say if you choose to get anything off this list, please be sure to include the receipt. That way they can return the items and get full price back. It gets better. Yeah, no more books. Apparently the child has too many. And then the parents say, please let us know if you have any questions about anything not on this list that you want to buy the little boy. We'll let you know if we already have it for him waiting in storage. Yeah. Go to our Facebook page right now, the Now South Florida. I know you were dying to weigh in. Christina?
All right, Holly, so not the thought that counts, I guess. I hope he's not one of those kids that play with the box, because I guess then the joke is going to be on the parents a little bit. All right, coming up on the Now, it's Friday. Are you going out this weekend? Well, how much do you pay for your babysitter? That can make or break it, right? Well, we're going to tell you how watching kids is becoming big business and what the going rate is. Also coming up, the love we have for our 4-legged friends. Now, forget petting or wrestling around with your dog. We'll tell you why it's all about the eyes.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon's going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
My last sofa just fell apart. This time I wanted real furniture, built to last. So I went to Bassett.
Save 25 to 35% store-wide during Bassett Spring Home Sale.
I'm going to enjoy this room for a long time.
5,000 years of Chinese music and dance. In one night, Shen Yun presents authentic Chinese culture. Experience Shen Yun, coming to Kravis Center, West Palm Beach, April 21st and 22nd.
We've been thinking. A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. Who doesn't love that kind of precision? At GMC, we get that. Not everyone can deliver a 95-mile-an-hour Rembrandt. This is precision. This is GMC. Current lessees switch to GMC and lease this 2015 Terrain for around $199 per month. Welcome to the show.
Find mega savings during Bell's Mega Weekend Sale. Thursday through Saturday. Open early, 8 a.m. 3-day early bird bell ringers like 50% off swim and cover-ups. 50% off entire stock Izod Sportswear. 50% off Real Legend Sportswear. Entire stock Jones New York, 30 to 40% off. Carter's and Oshkosh, 40% off. Print your coupons online and take an extra 50% off all clearance, but only till 1 p.m., so hurry. And take $10 off when you spend $25 or more. It's Bell's Mega Weekend Sale. Thursday through Saturday. Great brands, great selection, great value. Bell's.
Do you know of a family member, a friend, or a neighbor in need of home health care?
At Whitsom's Nursing Service, our referred caregivers provide everything from bathing and dressing, personal hygiene, meal preparation, nursing services, and much more. Whitsom's Nursing Service has been providing quality home health care by matching the best caregivers with our patients since 1996. Call Whitsom's for all your nursing and home health care needs or log on to whitsoms.com.
I don't even know where she is. I'm afraid of what she might do out there.
His true love has become a monster. Could this be the end of their fairy tale romance?
I like this power.
Stop it!
I can't.
New Grimm, tonight on NBC.
The Stanley Cup playoffs are taking shape. Saturday in prime time, Sidney Crosby and the Penguins take the ice against Henrik Lundqvist and the Rangers. The Stanley Cup playoffs continue this weekend on NBC. Don't miss a moment.
All right, I know it's Friday. Everyone's getting ready to leave work. If you're looking outside, you may be wondering what your weekend's going to look like. James Whelan back with us now. You've been looking at the radar. Is this going to be a wash this weekend? Or?
Yeah, maybe you're hearing thunder and you want to go out tonight. So keep in mind, you're going to have to bring the umbrella, even over the weekend, too. I don't think a washout or anything. We're going to have most of the day be just fine. It's going to be hot and humid. Then in the afternoons, showers and thunderstorms fire up, very much like summertime. We have the live sweeps on. We are picking up a few showers and storms, the bulk of them here in North County. And you see all the lightning strikes with that, too. Now they're finally starting to push back towards the coast and then offshore. Still, I'd give it another half an hour before this will finally push offshore here in Jupiter and Tequesta area with a lot of lightning strikes. And now this here down towards Mangonia Park and over Andros Isle there and back to the west into Royal Palm. That's going to continue to build a little bit westward and then push southward too, so you may run into those showers there. Here are the rainfall totals estimated by Doppler radar, and you see a bullseye here right up around Jupiter. This was what I was talking about earlier there, right at Indiantown Road and I-95 and the Turnpike. That's where the bullseye is, and you see near Bush Wildlife and over into Jupiter, Tequesta to the north, anywhere from 1 inch to 2.5 inches falling. Could have some ponding on the roadways from that too, because it's all coming down very quickly. Not a lot of time for it to dry on up, but we still have it coming down too. But finally inching towards the coast now, and it will start to end here come in about an hour or so. And even down to the south here, like I said, stretching back towards the acreage, and also looking at Royal Palm now picking up some heavy rains too as that stretches all the way down. Here's Royal Palm. You see it just starting to enter into Royal Palm. So here's the forecast going into the evening. Yes, we have rain chances out there. Not everybody's going to see them. Right now the Treasure Coast is dry, but you still have the chance for something to fire up going into the evening hours. Keep that in mind. Over the weekend, well, we do have the chance of rain, but real hot and humid, near 90 degrees, afternoon showers and thunderstorms each day.
All right, hot, a little wet, I'll take it. Thanks, James. All right, here's a look now at what's making national and international news. Jay Cashmere, he's standing by right now in the feed room, taking a look at what's coming in on those satellites. Jay.
Hey, good afternoon, Christina. One of the U.S.'s most wanted Iraqi military targets, the King of Clubs, is dead. Iraqi TV says the former Saddam Hussein deputy was killed during a security operation. Since the fall of Hussein's government, the King of Clubs has been the leader of various terrorist groups opposing the Iraqi government. Germany today holding a national memorial service for victims of the Germanwings plane crash last month. The plane's co-pilot intentionally crashed the aircraft into the side of a mountain. Steps to the church's altar were covered in 150 candles, one candle for each life lost in that tragic incident. Robert Bates, the Tulsa deputy who mistook his firearm for his taser and then accidentally killed a suspect, apologized to the family of the victim. Bates is also saying what happened can happen to anyone. Bates denies reports Tulsa's sheriff forged the 73-year-old's training records. The North Carolina Community College, where an employee was shot and killed earlier this week, is closed today after a bomb threat. Wayne Community College says the threat has no connection to the shooting, but the college will stay closed throughout the weekend. Another round of severe weather expected in Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Several tornadoes, baseball-sized hail, and heavy rain pounded much of the region yesterday. High winds and severe precipitation is expected again today and, of course, throughout the weekend. That is your news in 90. Christina, back to you.
All right, Jay, thank you. The Royal Baby Watch is on. Prince William and his wife, Kate, are expecting their second child any day now. Now, the hospital where the birth will happen is already getting prepared. Kate will have the same medical team that delivered Prince George. And speaking of him, he's almost 2 years old now. Uncle Harry thinks he is very ready for a sibling.
I think George will be over the moon. He'll be thrilled having another smaller, younger brother, sister.
Kate's official due date was never revealed, but it is expected in the next week or two. Now, all you parents know this, getting a babysitter is expensive. I have a lot of friends with kids. They tell me this. A night out on the town is getting even more expensive. This can really make or break your night. Now, a new survey by Urban Sitter found the cost of babysitters is on the rise. Hourly rates for babysitters range from about $11 to nearly $20 an hour. So you go to dinner and a movie, that could cost you $100 just for a sitter. One reason for raising costs is that parents are increasingly using college kids rather than high school students for childcare. And the most interesting statistic to hear was the top perks parents say of why they get a sitter is so they can actually finish an adult conversation.
Huh.
I get that.
Huh. I guess so. Yeah. It's been a while since mine have now mine are in the babysitting phase. So,
okay.
So my daughter doesn't need a sitter anymore. She's the sitter, and so the rates are going up. That's good for her.
So they need the adult conversation now.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. Well, we have some things coming up at 5 o'clock. Christina, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Instead of just on TV in the morning.
Yep.
Exactly. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Well, those you know those squiggly light bulbs, those compact fluorescent light bulbs. You know the squiggly ones. That's what I always refer to them as well. They were always built to last for years and years, and of course there was a higher price associated with them because they did last so long. The problem is people are finding they're not lasting 5 years or whatever it says on the packaging, especially if they're used in one room of your house. So I know, which is really bizarre. So we're going to find out why that's happening and what the best alternative would be for you. And trust me, you're probably using these in that room.
Yeah.
But it's a tease, so you'll hear more about it with John Matarese coming up at 5:30.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I want to know because I do buy those and they are more expensive.
Exactly.
And you think they're better?
And they are in a lot of ways, but it's really interesting how in one room they're just not lasting as long. So we'll tell you more about that.
All right, Kelly, thank you.
You got it, sure.
All right, well, it's that time of the week, Friday freebies, so you don't waste your money. First, grab your dog and the family. Head out to Safety in the Park Pet Day at Meisner Bark Dog Park. So that's where you need to go. The event put on by Boca Raton Police Department starts at 9 tomorrow morning and lasts until noon. There will be on-site pet donations, free doggy fun zone, and it's all free, including the parking. So there you go. This weekend, you also get free admission to America's national parks, including Everglades National Park. The free admission is to celebrate the opening weekend of National Park Week. Some activities you and your family can enjoy are hiking and ranger-guided tours. All right, so Mother's Day is right around the corner. I still don't even know what I'm going to buy. I think it's less than a month already. Well, Sherry O has some ideas so that you don't wait. Terry O has some ideas so you don't waste your money. Here are some special gifts and some ideas that you can get.
Today's Simple Steals is a super special one. We're celebrating Mother's Day early by bringing you exclusive smokin' steals on handbags, necklaces, and 3D greeting cards. Welcome, Simple Steals fans. I'm Terry O. So Mother's Day is May 10th, which means now is the time to start thinking about what to get your special mom. This first product right here is amazing. You're not only going to love it, you're going to love it even more. You're going to love me for it. It's not only a greeting card, it's also a gift in itself that mom will treasure forever. Now, the company is called the Good Life Store, and they carry all of these fun cards that you see right here. But just check this out. At first, they seem like a normal greeting card, but look, they turn into a 3D piece of art. These cards cost around $7 a piece, but they're giving us an exclusive steal where if you buy $20 or more, you'll get $10 off. That's a treasured steal. All right, next, if you're looking to buy some jewelry for mom, this item is a must. Check it out. It's the Love Pendant Necklace created by Kate and Chloe. If you look closely, it's an open heart pendant right here with the word love engraved on it. You can pick from this crystal stone or this purple cubic zirconia stone. But here's the fun part. They were $109, but they're giving it to you for only $19.99. Now that's a steal we call hot on fire. Okay, finally, if you're looking for something even more upscale, you can buy mom one of these fancy designer handbags by Robert Matthew. Get this, they're made from the highest quality faux leather, so no animals were used in the making of this product. The inside, it's gorgeous. It's beautifully designed, really big and roomy, so mom can fit a whole bunch of stuff in there. They're so popular. They were even featured on Good Morning America, Extra, and even Cosmo magazine. One's $199. Robert Matthew's giving you an exclusive price of only $59.99. These bags are amazing, and mom will love you for it. Thanks, Robert Matthew. To get all the details on the exclusive steals, just log on to our Facebook page by going to simplesteals.com. I'm Terry O, and those are your exclusive Simple Steals today.
All right, well, the time is finally here. If you're going to Target this Sunday, you can expect some long lines. That's because the Lilly Pulitzer collection finally coming out in Target. A lot of the girls like to wear this in South Florida. Really nice. They could be a little pricey, though. Now they're going to be in Target, but there are some things you need to do before you buy this online on Target's website or in the store. Now, Racked.com is reporting that the collection goes on sale online well before the stores open. It is expected people can start shopping sometime between midnight and 2 a.m. on Sunday. Stores open at 8. Now, there will be no limit on how many items you can buy in the stores, but online you will only be allowed 5 items or less per style. And here's the big one. The return window for the Lilly Pulitzer collection in Target, only 14 days. Target usually gives you 90. If you get one of these, 14 days is all you have. All right, now we all know that kids say the darndest things, and we always hear kids are extremely honest. Digital producer Rachel Lato here. I started reading through this, and then I was going to let you do it because this was really heartbreaking. Like, I started tearing up on this.
Get your tissues ready for this one. Get a lot of tissues, actually. So Kyle Schwartz, she's a teacher in Denver. She wanted to find a better way to kind of understand her students. So she started a project a few weeks ago calling it a reality check. And here's what happened. So Schwartz's students answered the question, I wish my teacher knew, with answers like this one. I wish my teacher knew I don't have pencils at home to do my homework. And yes, most of the responses are just as heartbreaking. This one says, I wish my teacher knew sometimes my reading log is not signed because my mom is not around a lot. And this one, I wasn't kidding about those tissues. This student just wants a friend. I wish my teacher knew I don't have a friend to play with me. So sad. The result of Schwartz's reality check have gone viral on Twitter, with other teachers sharing responses from their students using hashtag I wish my teacher knew. Christina, it's really hard to read these little notes written by such young kids that are just so heart-wrenching.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, everyone loves a cute dog picture, but did you know there's an actual science behind why we fall for those puppy dog eyes? Our partners at Newsy explain.
Just look at that face. Could you ever say no to those puppy dog eyes? Turns out you probably can't. Japanese researchers say they've learned the reason we can never seem to resist those adorable eyes. Gazing into them causes a spike in the hormone oxytocin. Sometimes called the love hormone, oxytocin is the chemical in the brain that, when released, helps people bond with each other. Most notably, mothers and their children. What's interesting about this new study, according to NBC, is that it proves levels of oxytocin increase in both humans and the dogs. It had previously been believed that the hormone only rose in people. The Japanese research team conducted several experiments to come to that conclusion. In the first test, they had 30 dogs and their owners interact for 30 minutes, and afterward collected a urine sample from both. Those with the highest levels of the hormone in their urine had actually gazed at each other for a significant period of time, which the New York Times said the scientists defined as 100 seconds in the first 5 minutes of the encounter. In the second test, researchers used a nasal spray to give the dogs an extra boost of oxytocin. It was discovered the female dogs looked at their owners for a longer period of time than the male dogs, resulting in a hormone increase in the female dogs' owners. While the study didn't have an explanation for why the female dogs gaze longer than the male dogs in that second experiment, the researchers do believe that when dogs become domesticated, they somehow learned their ability to love. That belief was further cemented when the same experiments were tested on a set of wolves and their handlers, and the wolves couldn't hold a gaze. Dogs, of course, are thought to have evolved from wolf-like ancestors thousands of years ago. But not everyone is on board with this newly discovered connection. NPR spoke with a psychologist from Arizona State University who notes that oxytocin can also be associated with feelings of emotional isolation and aggression in animals. Wouldn't it just be great, though, to think your dog is staring at you because he or she loves you and not because they want whatever food you're currently eating? For Newsy, I'm Catherine Beek. Watch Newsy 24/7 on your TV or download the Newsy app for on-the-go updates.
All right, thanks for spending your Friday with us. That's it for the Now South Florida. News Channel 5 at 5 begins right now.
Right now on News Channel 5.
Right now, storms moving toward the coast in Jupiter, making for that rainy ride home.
With a first look at the weather and, of course, how long you're going to need that umbrella, we're joined by Storm Team meteorologist James Whelan. James?
Yeah, we've been in this real summer-like pattern in April here where we've been hot and humid in the morning and just like clockwork, showers and thunderstorms fire up in the afternoon. And we have that going on right now. Live 5 camera looking out over Singer Island, some rain in the background and in the foreground too, and a lot of gray sky out there also. So let's go right to it on the radar. Live radar sweep. See a big thunderstorm down to the south and another couple big thunderstorms in the North County right now from West Palm Beach up to Jupiter. That's where we're seeing the heaviest rain at the moment. A lot of lightning strikes with that too. And you see the one in Jupiter now starting to wind down a little bit. You're just seeing some light to moderate rain now, heavier rain over the border in the Martin County, so southern Martin County, and moving into Jupiter Island and Tequesta, look for some heavy rain to start back up for you. And then farther down to the south, Okeechobee now, Okeechobee Boulevard, well, yeah, heavy rain the entire length of Okeechobee all the way back towards Royal Palm too, and some lightning strikes too. Here are the rainfall totals. It's starting to add up because these storms really weren't moving all that much. 2.5 inches in the Jupiter area and Abacoa area from Indiantown Road down to Donald Ross, looking at that little bullseye there. And another one starting to form here just north of Andros Isle there with 1.5 inches near Royal Palm, and that will continue too because we're still seeing that rain coming down there, and in fact starting to strengthen down to the south too. First, let's look to the north. This is starting to break up, so again you're getting a little bit of a break here as this pushes off the coast from Tequesta to Jupiter, Juneau. Look for the rain to start to taper off. Down to the south though, we'll take a closer look at that one. Some heavy rains back down into Royal Palm. This is Okeechobee right here, so just north of Okeechobee and now spilling into Royal Palm and the acreage. Looking at that heavy rain as for that 441 extension there, that looks like torrential rainfall, and that stretches east into the villages over 95 and the Turnpike, and even now over onto the Barrier Islands. So here's the forecast going into the evening. I do expect the showers to maybe increase going into the evening. Not everybody's going to see them, but they will be out there. Plan for them. Scattered showers, thunderstorms may increase through about 8, 9 o'clock and then start to decrease and be gone by midnight. I'll have more coming up in a little bit.
James, thank you. We continue to follow 4 people, including 3 firefighters, who had to be taken to the hospital after a man was mixing chemicals that exploded.
Fire rescue crews were called to the Palm Club Apartments. That's off Military Trail and Green Pine Terrace in West Palm Beach. News Channel 5's Gabrielle Saran has more now on the cleanup.
Firefighters say a man who lives at the Palm Club here and 3 responding firefighters were overcome by strong acid in an apartment here. No word on exactly what that chemical was. Here you can see some video of firefighters in hazmat suits entering the apartment where the call came in as a chemical spill. The location is on Green Pine Terrace, building 1102. You can see them going into the apartment to investigate what exactly caused the spill. We're learning the 911 call came in at 12:30 this afternoon. Firefighters quickly responded but began coughing, sneezing, and experiencing itchy eyes when they tried making their way inside. Officials are working to determine how the victim came in contact with that chemical.
The only information we got is that he was cleaning rocks. Whatever that meant, he's now unresponsive, so we can't question him. So we're having to do a full hazmat response to try to determine what the chemical is.
And we're learning the victim, whose name has not been released, was taken to West Palm Hospital and is in critical condition. Those 3 firefighters were taken to Good Samaritan. 2 have been released from the hospital and 1 is in stable condition. We'll bring you the very latest as it unfolds. Live in West Palm Beach, Gabrielle Saran, WPTV News Channel 5.
People are paying their respects to those 8 church members who died in a van crash more than 2 weeks ago. Today's viewing and tomorrow's funeral are possible because of donations that have been coming in since that tragic crash. News Channel 5's Jamel Lene is live now in Fort Pierce. Jamel?
There's about 1 more hour before the viewing here ends, and then members with the congregation, they will head over to the church for the wake. Now, I had a conversation with County Commissioner Todd Mowry, who tells me that the funerals here were all paid for with those donations. But for those people who were injured, that help will still be ongoing. A very emotional day here at Havard L. Finn Center. The 8 caskets are lined up one by one next to each other, we're told, and the people coming by here today to say their last respects, many of them in tears. Locally, many have contributed, such as the Van Duzer Foundation, who through a benefit on Wednesday gave $10,000. The local Haitian radio station gave $25,000. Another $6,000 came from a separate benefit. Now, these are just some of the many groups, to name a few. Since the accident, people across Florida have tried to help.
We've had churches, we've had organizations from Miami and up through Orlando that have said, please, what can we do? And as a result, no hesitations asked. They've stepped up to respond.
Now, coming up at 6, we hear from another church member who lost his father in this accident. Hear how he is helping his church family move forward after this tragedy. That's the latest here in Fort Pierce. I'm Jamel Ane for WPTV News Channel 5.
2 men are facing charges tonight, suspected in a string of vehicle burglaries that happened on Singer Island. Those burglaries in Riviera Beach are believed to be part of an organized county-wide crime spree. And News Channel 5's Katie Johnson covered all of this when it broke, and she has her update live from Riviera Beach. Katie.
Michael, there are still more arrests to be made, according to Police Chief Clarence Williams with the Riviera Beach Police Department. These crimes happened earlier this month, all within just a few miles of each other. Police today announcing they've arrested 19-year-old Freddie Sweeting and 18-year-old Nicoba Stringer, linking them to the crimes. We confirmed more than a dozen burglaries happened at least 2 properties, the Connemara and Seagrape condominiums. Police have not identified the other properties that were affected. Investigators say 23 cars were burglarized, with thieves getting away with money, credit cards, even a man's gun. Detectives say the thieves behind the 3-hour-long crime spree also targeted other communities within Palm Beach County. Chief Williams says his officers were able to make these arrests quickly thanks to surveillance video recorded at some of the Singer Island properties.
We would have been able to make the arrest, I am certain. It may have taken, instead of 10 days, it may have taken 30 days, but we would have eventually made the arrest. There was sufficient enough other forensic kinds of evidence to assist us.
Now, the investigation into these burglaries continues. If you know who may be linked to these crimes, you're asked to call Palm Beach County Crime Stoppers. Live in Riviera Beach, Katie Johnson, WPTV News Channel 5.
I'm Jay Cashmere in the feed room, where a man is sitting behind bars tonight after pleading guilty to federal drug and weapons charges. Daniel Ranich ran a butane hash oil lab out of his Stewart apartment. We profiled his case and the dangers of the labs in a special report back in February. It can be an explosion waiting to happen when people use liquid butane to try and extract the oils from a marijuana leaf. Ranich's home exploded and rocked nearby residents in December. He and his girlfriend were running the lab. They had twin baby girls in the house at the time. No one was hurt. Reporting from the feed room, back to you.
Tonight, this woman remains in jail, charged with killing her mother. Investigators say Cherish Perkins killed her mom during a fight last night. Martha Perkins was stabbed and was found dead inside the home that she shared with her daughter on 7th Road Southwest in Vero Beach. According to investigators, Cherish admitted to feeling resentful toward her mother. She also told them that she was hearing voices. A judge denied bond for her.
Right now, we are waiting to see if the man found dead after a crash is a Vero Beach man who has been missing since Tuesday. Investigators say a body was found near Richard Brinkley's van that had crashed into a canal in Vero Beach. We told you yesterday when Brinkley disappeared after the cause of the crash under investigation. The sheriff's office also tells us Brinkley's wife died a week ago.
Lindsay Lohan's stepmother is out of the Palm Beach County Jail. Kate Lohan was arrested last night in Boca Raton for allegedly attacking her husband while drinking. She is charged with battery. According to the arrest report, her husband, Michael Lohan, had scratches on his back and arm. This is not the first time Lohan has been arrested. It was last year when we told you that she had violated her probation.
If you have an overdue traffic ticket, you want to pay it by tomorrow. It's the only day you can pay the balance of that ticket without the collection surcharge. The initiative is called Operation Green Light. It's happening tomorrow in Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, and Okeechobee counties. Palm Beach County, by the way, already completed its ticket amnesty this past fall. Hundreds of people lined up outside the Palm Beach County Clerk of Court's office to pay their outstanding traffic tickets and get their driving privileges restored.
Spotting potential terrorists at theme parks. A report claims the Transportation Security Administration has trained workers at SeaWorld, Disney World, and Busch Gardens in using behavior detection techniques to identify potential terrorists. The report from The Intercept says the system that was taught to the workers at the theme parks is the same one used at airports across the country.
Starting next month, the average bill for FPL customers will decrease by $3. This after they say natural gas costs were lower than expected. The lower fees do not include franchise fees or local taxes on your power use.
In celebration of Habitat for Humanity's National Women Build Week, here's a group of women getting down and dirty in West Palm Beach. They're building a house for a single mom of 2. She will share the home with her children and grandchildren.
To be able to come out and put the sweat equity into it and be here with the future homeowner, it's just really, really special to us.
The all-female volunteer team is with Bank of America. The house is located on 37th Street in West Palm Beach. Coming up, a reserve deputy says he is qualified to serve even after taking the life of a man in what he calls a split-second mistake.
Presidential hopefuls converged on the same place today, who they're speaking with, and could another candidate be joining the race tonight?
And how much do you pay a babysitter? We'll have more on the big business of watching children.
We're helping you plan for tomorrow morning. And the Weekend Storm Team meteorologist James Whelan will have your most accurate weather forecast in just minutes.
You decided to downsize your home. Then I said the contract should include an inspection, which revealed you weren't alone. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
Mercedes-Benz of Palm Beach, where hospitality and friendly service is a family tradition. Mercedes-Benz of Palm Beach.
Right now at Rooms To Go, shop the ultimate store-wide mattress sale featuring amazing buys on great brands like Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and more, including special closeouts on 2014 Sealy mattress sets. Everyone priced to clear fast to make room for new models. Save up to 40% while supplies last. Plus, save over $1,000 on this incredible Kingsdown mattress set in plush or firm. Only $899. Get great mattresses at great prices right now during the Rooms To Go Ultimate Store-wide Mattress Sale.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you?
How about something from our new Mediterranean collection? Tender chicken or steak with feta cheese, cucumbers, black olives, and a creamy tzatziki sauce. Hurry in today.
Subway. Eat fresh.
In the land of constant summer, it's time for a spring celebration. Schumacher, known for the best value in the Palm Beaches, presents celebration deals on the most awarded car company on the planet, Chevrolet. Equinox, the spacious crossover that delivers an incredible 32 MPG. Drive it away for $159 a month at Schumacher. Talk about a reason to celebrate.
For the best Chevy experience in the Palm Beaches, come join the family at Schumacher.
Pippin. Experience one young man's magical journey to be extraordinary. Winner of the 2013 Tony Award for Best Musical Revival. The New York Times calls it astonishing. A Pippin for the 21st century.
At the Kravis Center, April 28th through May 3rd. For tickets, visit kravis.org or call 561-832-SHOW.
Weather on WPTV is sponsored by Capital Carpet and Tile.
You dreamt of a condo with a view. But then I showed you a suburb school, and the view of your daughter's future made a house look really cool. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
Some important information, especially for any of you who drive a Nissan Sentra. That car is being added to the long list of recalls because of exploding airbags. This latest recall includes 2004 to 2006 Sentras. It is being added after a woman was hurt last month in a crash in New Orleans. The passenger side airbag exploded and spewed metal shrapnel. The woman has some cuts and burns.
A reserve deputy in Oklahoma charged with manslaughter after he shot and killed a suspect spoke publicly for the first time on the Today Show this morning. He detailed his version of events, describing the shooting of a suspect in an undercover sting operation as a split-second mistake. NBC's Sarah Dolph has more.
First and foremost, let me apologize to the family of Eric Harris.
Flanked by supporters and his attorney, Reserve Sheriff's Deputy Robert Bates apologized to the family of Eric Harris, the man he says he shot when he mistook his gun for his taser.
I still can't believe it happened.
In an interview on the Today Show, Bates shared his version of what happened, revealing he was positioned several blocks away as Eric Harris allegedly tried to sell a semi-automatic pistol to an undercover officer. When Harris ran towards Bates's location, he says he grabbed his gun, thinking it was his taser, and fired.
I shot him, I'm sorry. Oh my God, what has happened? The laser light is the same on each weapon. I saw the light and I squeezed the trigger and then realized I dropped the gun.
It's an explanation that doesn't sit well with the family of Eric Harris, who is calling for an independent investigation.
If he had as much training as he supposedly had, he would definitely know a .357 from a taser.
Bates's training records have raised questions. State records show he received almost 300 hours of instruction in the past 6 years. But the Tulsa County Sheriff said in a radio interview this week his office has not been able to locate all of Bates's gun certification records since the instructor no longer works there. And the Tulsa World newspaper cited unnamed sources in an article alleging Bates was given credit for field training he never did and firearm certifications he never received. Bates and his attorney deny that.
The so-called evidence of falsified training records comes from a person that was terminated by the sheriff's office 7 years ago.
A reserve deputy and a department under a microscope following a fatal shooting caught on tape. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee is expected to make an announcement on a 2016 presidential run in less than an hour. We do not know what his decision will be. Huckabee sought the Republican presidential nomination in 2008. He has dropped some signs of a second presidential bid in recent months by ending his television show. Huckabee also plans to end his syndicated radio commentaries next month. Other Republican candidates are attending events in New Hampshire this weekend. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush met with voters at town hall-style events. There he acknowledged that if he does decide to run, he'll have to prove he's not just trying to put another Bush in the White House.
First and foremost, I got to show my heart. Secondly, I have to show that I have ideas that make it possible for America to rise up again. And third, I have to show that I have the leadership skills, not just to yap about it, but to do it.
The three candidates who are running for president, Senators Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, and Marco Rubio, are expected to attend the GOP's first Republican Leadership Summit tomorrow.
The White House perimeter fence could be getting steel spikes on its tips. A government official says the spikes would be used to try to prevent jumpers from entering White House grounds. If done, the spikes would be temporary until a new permanent solution can be constructed. The move comes months after a man jumped the White House fence and reached an unlocked door on the grounds.
A new health warning is what you are talking about on our Facebook page today. According to a study by the CDC, a third of all women are having their children too close together. In order for women's bodies to recover and make sure the next child is full term and healthy, experts say moms should wait at least 18 months between pregnancies. This was the first report of its kind by the CDC, so we don't know if this has been happening for a while or if this is a new phenomenon. If you are heading out this weekend, how much are you planning to pay your babysitter? A night out on the town is getting more expensive. A new survey by Urban Sitter found the hourly rates range from about $11 to nearly $20. One of the reasons for the rising costs is that parents are increasingly using college kids rather than high school-aged students. Do you remember Herbie the Love Bug? Well, you can put a bid in to win that car and others at the 13th annual Palm Beach Collectors Car Auction this weekend at the South Florida Fairgrounds. Car lovers can walk right up and get close and personal with the vehicles, but they may have to wait in a bit of a line. This is expected to be one of the busiest years yet for the auction. Advanced ticket sales are up from last year when more than 50,000 people showed up for the event. Barrett Jackson is expecting even more this year. Many at the show say they keep coming back year after year.
You can see cars you can't see anywhere else in a million years right here in one day. So it's like a car museum where you can buy something.
It's right if the price is right. Well, admission, that'll set you back $15 per person, and there are discounts offered for children and senior citizens. You can also pay $40 for a full weekend pass.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Tracking some rain now, moving into downtown West Palm Beach. We see that on the Live 5 camera. Looking downtown, current temperature mid-80s. We reached the upper 80s today. A southeast wind sea breeze there at 14 miles per hour. Tracking some showers now, still continuing in the central Palm Beach County. Starting to come to an end, though, up in North County. Let's take a closer look there. Earlier, just torrential rains from Indian Town Road on 95 all the way back towards the coast, too. And we see on Live Viper 5 Max starting to taper that down now, and we're going to see a little bit over the border there, but now from Tequesta, Jupiter, and back to the west on I-95, it's starting to taper on off. And live right now, Michelle Casada is on the road to show us how the road conditions are. Michelle, what are you seeing?
All right, well, it's a lot clearer out here south of Jupiter now. There are some delays for drivers going northbound on 95. We see that there's still a lot of rain in the Jupiter area, but so far we're seeing that it's clearing up south of Jupiter. We've seen a couple accidents on the side of the road, so definitely be careful if you're going
All right, thanks, Michelle. And that was also photojournalist Eric Pasquarelli in there, too. We're looking at heavy rain farther down to the south now, too. This is Okeechobee Boulevard right here, and you see heavy rain all the way from the coast all the way back past 95, the Turnpike into Royal Palm, and Crestview, looking at some heavy rains now too, and that's spreading over now into Southern Boulevard and I-95 and the Turnpike. This is the Turnpike here. This will all push eastward also, so look for some slowdowns coming up and down 95 and the Turnpike right around the West Palm Beach area and the big curve there. Here's the weather wheel forecast going into the evening, keeping the chance for some showers out there. Heavy rain and thunderstorms also a possibility going into the evening hours. As we get into tomorrow morning, we'll start off with some sunshine, but then we're going to end up with showers and storms out there once again in the afternoon, and expect some of them could be pretty strong, dumping some heavy rains. Up front, up to the north right now, stalling out. It's not making it down here, but it's focusing more of the storms and allowing that southwest flow for us. And when we get that, we get everything from the west coast to push back to the east coast. We haven't even seen that yet either. Here's the west coast sea breeze. You see the last couple of frames here. When this makes it over here, about 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or so, we'll see more rain, and Vipercast shows that nicely here. 9 o'clock, we see a big line of showers and thunderstorms. Then it quickly moves on through. By just after midnight, everything's gone, and we clear out, see some patchy fog and maybe a coastal shower in the morning. Rain chances stay high going into the next several days, especially for this time of year. This is supposed to be our driest time of year, and it's more like the rainy season has kicked on. Boating forecast, showers and storms late that will move offshore, so keep that in mind. 2 seas, 2 to 4 feet, a little underlying swell there. And if you want to hit the beach, getting out early will be the key. 7-day forecast, hanging on to this really hot weather. 90 tomorrow. It'll feel a lot warmer out there, too. I'll have more coming up.
James, thank you. Coming up, many of you have probably been stuck next to a loud passenger during a flight. We'll tell you what one woman did to quiet her noisy neighbor.
And at 5:30, how a cable company is giving customers more control over the channels they pay for.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
At Bestman Kia, you get big savings on our huge selection of over 1,000 Kias. Savings as far as the eye can see. They go on and on and on and on.
You dreamt of a condo next to the train. Then I showed you how it shook as it came. And you saw close to and next to are not quite the same. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
5,000 years of Chinese music and dance. In one night, Shen Yun presents authentic Chinese culture. Experience Shen Yun. Coming to Kravis Center, West Palm Beach, April 21st and 22nd.
In commodities, rawhide bones are up, while pig ears traded even for the day. Drinking
Lease a new Forester for $169 a month at Schumacher Subaru.
Schumacher Subaru. Come join the family.
My last sofa just fell apart. This time I wanted real furniture, built to last. So I went to Bassett.
Save 25 to 35% store-wide during Bassett Spring Home Sale.
I'm going to enjoy this room for a long time.
Recently, a 1954 Mercedes-Benz Grand Prix race car made history when it sold for a record price of just under $30 million. And now, another Mercedes-Benz makes history selling at just over $30,000. And to think this one actually has a surround sound stereo. The 2015 CLA. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
Right now at Rooms to Go, shop the ultimate store-wide mattress sale, featuring amazing buys on great brands like Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and more, including special closeouts on 2014 Sealy mattress sets. Everyone priced to clear fast to make room for new models. Save up to 40% while supplies last. Plus, save over $1,000 on this incredible Kingsdown mattress set in plush or firm. Only $899. Get great mattresses at great prices right now during the Rooms to Go Ultimate Store-wide Mattress Sale.
And on. Plus, they're backed by our low price or its free guarantee. And free tires and batteries for life. Savings as far as the eye can see. At Best Smith Kia, saving you the most on the Treasure Coast.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Covering America now with a story about airline etiquette. A woman on a Southwest Airlines flight did not like the sound of another passenger's snoring, so she started poking him. Now, this wasn't nice, with her pen. It must have been open because it was marking up his suit. The plane was on the runway getting ready to take off, but then returned to the gate, and the woman was removed from the aircraft. The man, who, there you go, he got his shirt all marked up. He decided not to press criminal charges. The woman was allowed to board a later flight and hopefully was next to someone who was awake.
Fly the friendly skies.
Exactly.
The friendly skies are shrinking. 2 firefighters are in the hospital after battling an apartment fire in Los Angeles last night. And once again, reminded of the work they do for us on the front lines, protecting us and property. Firefighters managed to knock down most of the flames within 30 minutes. One of the firefighters suffered minor facial burns. Another injured his eye. Crews ran into the building and searched for possible victims on their hands and their knees. Only 8 of the units in the building were damaged. Again, a community saluting firefighters once again and their courage. The cause of the fire still under investigation.
I'm Jake Cashmere, live in the newsroom. Coming up, all new at 5:30, Flying High. Lynn University students gaining flight time and the reason why those hours are becoming so valuable each and every day. Creeping closer and closer. Condo residents on the edge of their seats after what they have been seeing in the water, not once, but several times, and the reason why they're coming so close. Also, actor Tommy Lee Jones has an offer for you in Wellington that could put you on the map. What he's trying to get rid of. Those stories and much more coming up, all new on News Channel 5 at 5:30.
The Business Report on WPTV is sponsored by your local Toyota dealers.
At Best Smith Kia, you get big savings on our huge selection of over 1,000 Kias. Savings as far as the eye can see. They go on and on and on and on.
I may be a pizza maker, but I know a few things about dessert, like chocolate and more chocolate.
Introducing our new double chocolate chip brownie. It's a rich and decadent brownie, served warm for only $6.
Better ingredients, better pizza. PapaJohns.com.
The E-Class has 11 intelligent driver assist systems. It recognizes pedestrians and alerts you. Warns you about incoming cross-traffic. Cameras and radar detect dangers you don't. And it can even stop by itself. So in this crash test, one thing's missing. A crash. The 2015 E-Class. See your authorized dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
I don't even know where she is. I'm afraid of what she might do out there.
His true love has become a monster. Could this be the end of their fairy tale romance?
I like this power.
Stop it!
I can't.
New Grimm, tonight on NBC.
The Stanley Cup playoffs are taking shape. Saturday in prime time, Sidney Crosby and the Penguins take the ice against Henrik Lundqvist and the Rangers. The Stanley Cup playoffs continue this weekend on NBC. Don't miss a moment.
At Schumacher, it's a spring celebration. Right now, there's up to $11,000 in savings on the GMC Sierra at Schumacher.
For the best GMC experience in the Palm Beaches, come join the family at Schumacher.
Now through Tuesday at Rooms To Go, shop the ultimate store-wide mattress sale featuring amazing buys on great brands like Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, and more. Plus, now is the perfect time to buy an iComfort mattress set and take advantage of 6 years interest-free financing. That's on all iComfort sets. Or save over $1,000 on this incredible Kingsdown mattress set in plush or firm, only $8.99. Get great mattresses at great prices now through Tuesday only at the Rooms To Go Ultimate Store-Wide Mattress Sale.
And on. Plus, they're backed by our low price or its free guarantee. And free tires and batteries for life. Savings as far as the eye can see. At Best Smith Kia, saving you the most on the Treasure Coast.
Live, local, from WPTV, this is News Channel 5 at 5:30. Local coverage you can count on.
Keeping an eye on the radar tonight with a few strong storms moving along the coast at this hour.
That's right. Will it be a repeat of last night, or will the rain come to an end for the weekend? Storm Team meteorologist James Whelan joining us now with some answers. James.
Boy, we are stuck in this very summer-like rainy season pattern, and doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. At least we do get the sunshine in the morning, but the heat and humidity is cranked up. Live 5 camera looking at this is Okeechobee and I-95, Okeechobee Boulevard, I-95 in West Palm Beach. Traffic backed up a little bit, heavy downpours in the area, so yes, keep the headlights on like everybody's doing there, and the windshield wipers on, and keep it slow too. Live radar sweeps all around. Treasure Coast dry at the moment. You didn't see a whole lot today from Vero Beach to Fort Pierce to Stewart and Port St. Lucie. We're looking rain-free conditions. That may not last long, though. We may see some showers and storms fire up as we go into the evening hours. Still a lot of lightning strikes here in West Palm Beach and back towards Royal Palm. Couple more still going on around Tequesta. Rainfall totals at the moment 2.5 inches from that storm in Jupiter. Now we're starting to add up even more here going into West Palm too, with 1.5 inches or so near Royal Palm in the acreage. And here's that heavy rain there down to the south. Finally, this is coming to an end and you're starting to dry out in Jupiter. Just a little bit left moving over Tequesta and over Jupiter Island. Give it another couple minutes and it'll be gone. And down to the south though, that's where our eye is now. Royal Palm looking at really heavy rain, and that's pushing down over the turnpike right here, Southern Boulevard right here. That's where the heaviest rain is coming down at the moment. But all the way back and forth, Okeechobee Boulevard and Southern Boulevard, two well-traveled roads this time of day. Well, heavy rain coming down. I'm sure there's a lot of backups there, so keep that in mind heading on out. Hour-by-hour forecast, temperatures will drop as the rain comes on in. Still going to keep the chance of rain 8, 9 o'clock. We may see another wave come on in. More on the weekend coming up in a bit.
In for 72, rotate.
East Coast Jet 21, ready, 2-3.
Beautiful.
East Coast Jet 21, thank you.
Airlines need more pilots to keep you flying. Industry experts are predicting a commercial pilot shortage over the next 20 years.
News Channel 5's Charlie Keegan learned how airlines are reaching out to students to fill the demand.
We also check the fuel.
Galen Liss was born to be a pilot.
Every single time I'm on the ground, I wish I was in the sky. I look up at the sky all day.
He goes up flying twice a week.
Flaps up. Climb check complete.
While earning his commercial pilot's license in Lynn University's aviation program.
Couldn't think of anything else to do.
This year, recruiters from regional airlines have reached out to Lynn University, getting the students out of these airplanes and into their jets.
The demand is much higher than the supply, so it's good to be a college student in an aviation program right now.
Jeff Johnson is the dean of Lynn's School of Aeronautics.
Yeah, it's going to give you a tailwind.
He says airlines around the world desperately need pilots. This year, a regional airline started offering Lynn students jobs before they graduate.
Don't have to worry about resumes, don't have to worry about going out and hunting for a job.
Students like Galen are eager to take advantage of the program and stay in the sky as long as possible.
It seems like the job industry for aeronautics is growing, and there's not enough workforce to keep up, so it's what I'm here for.
In Boca Raton, Charlie Keegan, WPTV News Channel 5.
I'm Michael Williams in the feed room. A Miami grand jury has charged the teenage son of a Canadian diplomat with murder. Look at the pictures right there. The person that they have charged, prosecutors say, Roxanne Dubé's 15-year-old son, Mark Wabafaye-Bazu, killed his brother, allegedly, and another teenager in a drug-related shootout in Miami. And he allegedly was the one behind all that. Dubé, by the way, is Canada's consul general in Miami. The drug deal gone bad happened, authorities say, only a few weeks ago after the brothers had relocated from their father's home in Ottawa, Canada, to South Florida to live with their mother. Investigators say the Wabafaye-Bazu brothers intended all along to rob the drug dealers of cash and drugs. This teen is pleading not guilty to all charges. That's it from the feed room. Now back to you, Kelly.
Tonight, we have learned the names of the two people killed when their car hit a power pole last night. Guillermo Ramirez Colon and Angel Vasquez Gonzalez were driving on Forest Hill Boulevard at the intersection of Brucey Road. Witnesses say the car was speeding and swerving before it hit the pole. The vehicle broke into two pieces.
In Delray Beach, two people are hurt after a garbage truck and a pickup collide. The pickup wound up flipping, trapping two people inside near the intersection of State Road 7 and Atlantic Avenue. No word yet on the cause of the wreck.
Consumer alert now. Verizon plans to launch Fios Custom TV this weekend. It is a service that gives you the option to buy a base package of channels along with two additional themed packages for about $55 a month. Each additional package, like sports or children's channels, cost an additional $10. No contract is required, and you can change channel packages once a month. Verizon hopes that this will be competitive with the cheaper streaming services like Netflix and Amazon.
In the market for a new home, Tommy Lee Jones is reportedly reducing the price on his 55-acre Wellington estate. According to our news partners at the Palm Beach Post, it is now listed for $19.9 million, down from the $27.7 he was originally asking. The equestrian home is said to boast a spectacular polo facility and landscaping with more than 180 rare plantings.
Still to come at 5:30. Can you believe it's been 20 years? We will preview the upcoming anniversary ceremony of the Oklahoma City bombing.
They were supposed to save energy in last year's, but many people are finding compact fluorescent bulbs aren't living up to their promise. We'll tell you why it happens, and we'll offer you a simple solution.
And for breaking news and traffic alerts, make sure to download the WPTV mobile app, keeping you up to date and up to the minute on news that matters most.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon's going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Get to Best Mid Toyota today and get 15% off the all-new